Birch Carroll and Coyle has led the film exhibition and entertainment industry in Queensland for over 100 years. It transformed entertainment throughout the state, especially in regional and rural Queensland. And it is the only film theatre business of its kind in Australia. Coyle didn't come in until 1923, but Birch Carroll had already developed the idea of a circuit in southern Queensland, and they intended launching that circuit in Bundaberg and taking it up to Rockhampton, probably to Mount Morgan and other places as well. So they were interested in entertainment, not just films. It was a combination, sometimes with local entrepreneurs, of live entertainment, vaudeville, even ice skating, whatever they could do.
I think Greater Union brought to Birch Carroll and Coyle stability, equity, and to some degree capital raising. Queensland was also a very protected environment, and it was not going to be possible for somebody to ride into Queensland and replicate what BC&C had created. So it made a lot of sense to grow through the growth of that company.
We ran as a Queensland company. We had a southern company owning 75%, but we were allowed to by them, and we insisted that we run as a Queensland company. And when we first built them in places like Townsville and Darwin, we had people lining up in the street next morning. I couldn't work out what they were all doing there. They wanted to go somewhere that was air-conditioned. They weren't particularly concerned what movie was on. Yeah, they made me general manager at 30, which in those days was the youngest in Queensland.
Terry's contribution really was that passion, was that willingness to challenge. And I think through that, BC&C benefited enormously because Terry maintained his independence from Greater Union. BC&C was very fortunate because he was right more often than he was wrong.
So in the 7 years, maybe even 8 years it was, from sort of my late 20s, well, we doubled the size of the company. It was a French film, so I got one of the journos and took him and showed it to him, filling full of your beer, 4X beer. And I said, look at that, nudes at Capera. So on the movie opened Thursday, it was doing okay. Sunday mornings, the Sunday Sun came out, the front page, 40-foot nudes at Capera. So it was Brisbane's biggest ever traffic jam. They had, the cars were from Brisbane to Capera, trying to get in to see these 40-foot nudes. We knew Queensland better than anybody else did. That our provincial business was so much better than anywhere else in Australia. We were sort of the leaders. And the longer we went on, the more we became leaders in Queensland. And the other theatres in Queensland would wait to see what we were going to do. For the last 50 years, Birch Carroll and Coyle has been by far and away the largest movie exhibitor in Queensland, and would still be in that role today. And also the largest provincial exhibitor in Australia for the last 100 years.
I think, again, to look at it, over the last 10 years or so, BC&C have probably put through about 41 odd million admissions. It would be the preeminent and dominant exhibition business in Australia of a country nature.